All right, in this video, we're going to learn how to use GitHub, or more specifically, GitHub Desktop with Unity. To start, you're going to make your way onto Google and you're going to search for GitHub Desktop, which looks like this. GitHub Desktop, you can just download it. It's very, very nice. It's just a very easy way to use Git. From here, once you've downloaded it, make sure you've signed in, and you're going to go to File, and we're going to add, and this is the easiest way to do it, add local repository, or add existing repository. Press on this button. Once you've done this, it's going to ask for a path. To get the correct path, you go to Unity Hub on the project you want to add. So for me, it's this one. I just created it. We're going to press on these three dots. We're going to press Show and Explore. I'm going to open it. And then we can see we have this directory, assets, library, logs. We know this is correct. I'm going to press up here, copy this path here, copied it. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste it. I'm going to press add repository and it's going to be like, hold on, this is not a repository. So we're going to create a repository instead. Now the reason we did this is because you're not allowed to change this name. This name needs to be the same as the file or the folder path or it will not work. So make sure this is the same. With that being the same, you can add a README if you'd like. It does not matter. That's up to you. But the key thing here that does matter is your git ignore. You can type U for Unity and accept it as Unity. If you do not do this, it will not work. Okay? Once you have this set up, you're going to press Create. Once it's created, we're going to press Publish Repository. You can also check the history, and you can see in here, it has clearly worked. 62 changes means there's a good number of changes. It's appropriate, not like 30,000 if you did this wrong. We're going to press Publish Repository. And then from here, you can choose an organization if you want. You can choose whether or not you want to keep it private or public. And now you can change the name. I'm going to call it Gabe's Code. Okay, we're going to publish it. Let's check that it worked. I'm going to right click and I'm going to press View on GitHub. And that brings me to my Git page where it's visible in here. Now, if you want to add people to work on the project with you, go to Settings, go to Collaborators. After you've signed in, you're going to add people and you put in their username, full name, or email. Okay, they should receive an invite in their email, and once they accept, they'll be able to access and edit the project. Additionally, if your project is public, which you go to General, the bottom, and you can change your visibility here to public or private as you need to. From here, let's talk about the second part of this, how to make it so that people can actually clone this project and start working on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into GitHub, we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Clone Repository. From Clone Repository, we need to choose any repository that we have. We can also search for it. So remember, we called it Gabe's Code. Now in this case, we already have Gabe's Code, so when it clones, let's press Show and Explore here. Right click on Clone Repository, Show and Explore, and we can see where it's gone. It has actually created a new project. So from here, I can copy this path, which is the new project. So again, right click, Create, copy this path. Then I'm going to go to Add, Project from Disk, and I'm going to put it at my URL up here. Okay, again, we can see the assets, so we know this is correct, but we're missing logs and libraries, so that needs to be constructed. I press Open, and then I'm going to create the project, and there we go. Okay, now in my case, I have, if I search for Gabe's Code, you see that I actually have two different projects. That's because they have different directories on my computer, and in this case, we do want that. So I'm going to open the project, which I have right now, and this is the last thing. Whenever you're making changes to a project, you need to make sure that you are pushing them. So I'm going to make a change to the scene quickly. Let's just add a cube. With your cube in your scene, make sure your scene is saved. Then head back to GitHub. On GitHub, we can see this one doesn't have changes, but this one does. I've changed the scene. Step 1, fetch origin. Make sure that nobody else has made changes. Nobody else has made changes, we're good. Step 2, summary. Hi. Doesn't matter, just have to put something here. Ideally, it should be what you're doing, so we've changed the scene. Step 3, commit files to main. It'll take some time. Step 4, push origin. Do that every time and you're good. Okay, make sure when you're working with GitHub with other people, you're not changing the same files at the same time. You're not working on the same code. You're not working on the same prefabs. You're not working on the same levels. So create separate levels to work on. Create separate prefabs to work on. Use strategies to mitigate issues. Now, if I head over to the other project and I pull here, you can see it's fetching origin, and then there's changes that I can pull. And once this scene is done loading, you'll see that we have that cube as well. Okay, so now we can see that the new project is finally loaded. Once it is loaded, you're going to notice that we're in an untitled scene. So make sure you go to your scenes folder and load the correct scene. And there you go. You can see that cube is there that we pulled from earlier. And that's all. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer. Take care. Have a good day.